Hey y'all, Coach Moore here. I'm ready to break some hearts today. Why you can't outtrain a shitty diet. This is probably why I got into exercise, honestly. I was always a fat kid, and initially when I started to run, I lost a little bit of weight. So why couldn't I just run more and lose more weight? It's how I got into triathlon and marathon running. I was doing all this crazy cardio. And yeah, I would lose a little bit of weight initially, but it always came back and I always got fatter because I was always eating more. So like for years and years and years. I mean, I've been in the fitness business for 16 years. I've been training almost my whole life. I'm 50, man. So I'd say for 25 years, I've been trying to outtrain a bad diet, and it's never once worked out for me. The only thing that has ever worked is when I started to track my calories. I did a shred, I did a maintenance phase, I did a bulk, and then I rinse and repeated until I started to look the way I wanted to look. It's the only thing that's ever worked, and it's the only thing that really does work outside of heavy drug use. So why can't you outtrain a bad diet? Well, first off, everybody has a wearable now. Everybody has a phone or a watch or an ankle monitor that tells them that they burn so many calories a day and they got so many steps and they get like a thumbs up or a smiley face or all this shit. Guys, those things lie to you, okay? So what they don't do is they don't take into account your basal metabolic rate. Your basal metabolic rate is basically the calories that you burn just by living. So I burn 2,200 calories a day just stumbling around being me, right? So if I do a hard 45-minute hour workout, if I had one of those wearables, it might say I burned 650, 700 calories. But 300 calories of that would have happened if I'd just been walking around the gym. So that means I only really burned like 250, 300 calories. You know, Modelo has 180 calories in it. So if I went and did a hard run and then had two Modelos, I'd basically be over almost 50, 70 calories. It's like, man, you have margarita, that thing's like 800 calories. It's like you didn't even train that day, right? So it's really important that we don't. Yes, wearables are a tool, you can use them, but we're not using them to track calories, especially for our workout calories. All we're doing is tracking what is going into the food hole. We're not tracking any of the other stuff we do. And this is just a very easy thing that you can track, whereas the wearable is just not something you can track. The second one is everybody's done a hard cardio day or a hard workout, and then you're really, really hungry afterwards, and you eat your lot of calories, and then you want more because you did all that cardio and you're hungry. More cardio equals more hunger. It's just that simple, man. So while it's important to, yes, stay active, if we're doing excessive cardio and we're already trying to eat less, so we're already kind of hungry, now we're really, really hungry all the time. And it's really important. The only thing that matters for the shred is consistency over time. So if we're doing these things that's making us harder to stay on the shred, we're really working against ourselves, especially if you think about this as an individual workout. It just doesn't make sense when we're adding it all up. All right, and then the last one, and this is the one that's brutal. This is the one that really hurts me on the inside. It's basically metabolic efficiency. So the more you do an activity, the better your body gets at doing that activity. So the first few times you go out and run, you remember how shitty it was. It hurt, everything hurt, you were tired, you're just breathing heavy the entire time. Burned probably a decent amount of calories those first few times. And then as you become a better runner, you become an efficient runner, you run better, you move better, you burn less calories. Same thing with riding a bike, same thing with rowing. Your body adapts to the work. So the only way you can keep burning those calories is by doing more of that exercise. And then as you do more of that exercise over time, you burn less calories. It is a horrible hamster wheel to get stuck on. And it's one that you just can't plan for. So again, while we do want to do cardio, we just want to keep it like chill, right? We don't want to do fucking batshit crazy right now. We want everything to be, we want all of our focus to be on our tracking. So back to our basic rules. Calories first, then macros, consistency. All right, track every single day, get as close as you can to your calorie number. When you have your calorie number dialed, then you can start focusing on your proteins, fats, and carbs. But that is our order of operations. Rinse and repeat. We got about 2 or 3 more weeks of this, so just keep plugging. Track, track, track. Nothing else matters.